there's a lot of simple-minded ass Negroes in this sector, and a lot of people, all they need to do is tell a sob story and throw somebody under the bus, and they think that makes them, you know, not culpable for all the bullshit that they have done on their own free will. So
Mhm.
I don't care what P is up here saying and niggas explaining to y'all about how, you know, his arm is fucked up and Kip is the worst man in the world. That's bullshit. And P knows that that is bullshit. And that's not respectable to me because I can actually prove otherwise. But with all of that being said, I'm not even going to do all of that on your show. I just wanted to come up here and say, P, that was bullshit and you know it because a lot of those issues that you had with Nikki, you were the one making it an issue. You were the one asking Kip to speak on it publicly. Did you forget, nigga? Did you forget? Or is your memory fucked up? Like, what's going on? Because I'm hearing like three different personalities from one man. So no, I don't respect somebody that creates a channel and then throws everybody under the bus to try to take the heat off of themselves. I would have respected P way more if he would have never started a channel and if he would have just kept certain shit close to his chest. That's what I would have respected, not what the fuck he's doing, pandering to the women, the same women he was just saying he didn't give a fuck about last week. The same women he said was a bunch of miserable old monkey bitches last week. He want to come up here and apologize today. So I don't know what personality you gonna get from P, but I'm not fucking with somebody that is clearly gonna lie and clearly going to throw Kip under the bus for really no reason. And that's just my thoughts on that. Go ahead.
But the thing about it, this is between them two. Y'all already made up. So why are you making it about you? That's what I'm not understanding.
Because he's up here lying about the Nikki situation. Okay, so if you want to come up here and
So
lie,
why wouldn't Kip get that straightened out? Because something did happen. Something happened there. And it's not coming, it just seems like a lot of stuff is being covered up that's behind the scenes. And
there
it's
is
not
no
coming out.
there is no grand cover up. See, with P, you know, like I said, I don't know what medication he been on. I don't know if he been drinking, but it ain't that serious. Okay, he was the one that wanted Kip to speak up on my behalf when it came to the Nikki situation. Kip never wanted to speak on it, and I never asked Kip to do so. So for you to come up here and then try to throw Kip under the bus and then try to make peace with Nikki when you are the one that put pressure on Kip to speak on it in the first place is ungodly and it's unthinkable. So it does have something to do with me because the situation was concerning me. So he made it seem like he wanted Kip to stick up for me, but now that he don't like Kip no more, he want to go over there and butter up to Nikki. Like, nah, nigga, I'm not letting that shit
But
slide.
you were okay with him yesterday. That's what I'm not understanding. This is between Kip and him. Y'all two are cool, and he respects you with your relationship with him. This doesn't have anything to do with you.
No, I just told you how it does because all of these situations he's trying to blame me, right? And this, if you listen to the nigga talk, he been blaming me for months for the fact that nobody wants to fuck with him, the fact that none of the women like him, the fact that nobody wants to be on his channel. He been blaming me and his association with me for that shit instead of taking accountability for coming online and filibustering, acting like a gangster and then not being able to take the pushback that you get from doing such. So no, the nigga been throwing me under the bus for months. I just been letting the nigga live because I really don't give a fuck. But
So
after
if you
today,
don't
I'm
give
not
a
letting it
fuck,
slide no
why
more.
are you changing it? That don't have nothing to do with you. I mean, you can come in and be in defense of what what he said about Kim, just stating your opinion. But when it all boils down, you don't have anything to do with that because you forgave him and he forgave you. So why all of a sudden, just because he came up here and said something about Kip, you mad with him? All that went out the window.
No, I just told you. Did you not hear what he just said? He was up here trying to say the reason he don't like all the women or all the women don't like him because of his association with me and his association with Smoke. So he not just throwing the Sun God under the bus. He throwing Smoke under the bus, Kip under the bus, everybody and anybody who he can reach for. He's going to throw them under the bus.
But I forgave him, just like you had a right to forgive him. Nikki forgave him, and she has a right to do that. That everyone has a
That's
right
good.
to accept that apology, and I accept that from him. But I know a deep side and a outside of the sector side of P as well.
Yeah, you just never know what you gonna get. It just depends on
He gave
what
me the
side of the bed
same
he wake
thing
up on.
every day. He gave me the same personality every day.
Well, not me. Like I said, that nigga got more than one personality. And just like he came up here and apologized to y'all, you don't think he been apologizing to Kip behind the scenes? And then he'll apologize to Kip and then turn around 2 months later and shit on him and then try to make him out to be, you know what I'm saying, the devil's spawn and shit. So when you apologize like that sporadically, it don't really mean shit if your behavior don't change.
So
So
what
y'all
if he does apologize to Kip and then then you turned around and got rid of his apology? I
I'm
think
not
this
waiting on
stuff
him to
is very
apologize.
childish to me. And all this war talk, and I mean, we're not in war. These are people, and we should move forward as adults. You know, I have problems with people. Like, I don't care too much for Star. I don't care too much for Binary, but I'm not going on an all out fucking war with these people.
And I don't think that's what Kip was really saying either. See, again, people
Yes,
hear,
he did. He even said for us to go to war. He did. He did. And he
yes,
was talking about it again last night.
a lot of times when people speak, okay, we always take everything people say literally. Okay.
So
When
what
he
does
was
it
talking about
mean when he
war,
wants to go to war?
it's
When he
okay,
wants
it's an
to expose
analogy.
people?
It's an analogy, okay? Just like if I say I'm at war with the sector, that doesn't mean that I'm literally waking up, about to pull out my gun, ready to go shoot somebody. It means I'm on guard. It means that I'm having a strategy. It means that I'm having tactics about what I'm doing.
Strategies for what? These people done move the fuck on.
Well, you haven't been doxxed, brown sugar baby, so you don't really know what it's like on the
But
other
he
end.
doxed himself. Didn't he give out his address? He gave out his address. And like I said, I did tell Drama, why did you put his government name up there? I did. And I don't think that's fair to put people's government names out there unless they have that in their title. But I'm not understanding. He goes where it's safe, he pulls up, and then he talks, his shit. But what would he do if you weren't there? The shit would blow over. But long as you're there, it's a mouthpiece piece for him to keep
I,
the shit still going.
I'm
You're
nobody's
the one that keeps
mouthpiece.
the shit
I
going.
am nobody's mouthpiece, and that's another narrative that we
Well,
gonna
you
get rid
bring
of.
it up every day,
I'm
Chuck.
nobody's mouthpiece. I'm nobody's mouthpiece. If I wasn't around, Kip could still go to Allen's channel. He could
Well,
still
that's
go
the
to Smoke
point.
God's channel. He's been to Slander's channel. So he even was just on Remix channel, and I wasn't even there. So let's not act like I'm the bone carrier
Well,
because he's
it's the
on my
same
panel.
thing. I'm saying if all those devices were removed from him, what would he have? Himself. And you go to war every day. And just like I was stating to someone before, I wanted to help you, but I can't do that because all of this stuff is going on. I don't think of you like other people think of you. I don't. I see potential. I do. I see potential in you. And but you can't grow long as you're in this mess.
Okay. You're entitled to that. You know, I appreciate you trying to help me or, whatever ideas you may have had for me. But, as far as the mess that I'm in on YouTube, the mess that I'm in is no different than the mess that any
Yes,
other
I'm
YouTube
saying we're
creator is
all
into.
in mess, but I just see um it's like I don't even know how to explain it. But I feel like you go to war for people too hard. It's okay to be supportive, but look at you now. This is all about Kip. This is not about you.
It's really not about Kip at all. Y'all have made it about Kip
No.
because you got all of this propaganda and all of these people that have such an issue with me. So instead of having an issue with me, they want to have an issue with Kip. And this has been going on for months. All of my supporters have been attacked. All of them. So no, it is about me. It don't have shit to do with
I
Kip.
still support, I still like some of the people that Kip hang around. But I do
Right.
see right through it. I'm not dumb. I see it.
Well, you
Go
pretty
ahead,
dumb. If you believe in that story that P told you, then I got a bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. But go ahead.
Yeah, but nobody, just because nobody don't know what, see it in writing or text messages, that don't mean it didn't happen. That's something that you're gonna have to take up with God, and that's it.
Period.
Amen. Amen.
So I got a question because it does sound like oftentimes you are trying to fight Kip's battles, right? And the issue that what I'm hearing today from when I was on the panel and when I heard, everybody talking, our issue seems to be with Kip. Nobody's talking about you, but you're up here windmilling on behalf of Kip, and Kip is not here once again. And this has happened multiple times in the past few days. So I can see why anybody would think, that, you're trying to keep going to war for this man. And it's like, for what? And also, I also heard you say, and maybe I heard this wrong, but I heard you say you're not going to go for that when it comes to P, now buttering up to Nikki. If he and Nikki decide to be cool with each other, what does that have to do with you? Like, you don't have to like everybody that dislikes somebody, right? Like, like there's people that fuck with you, but even though I don't fuck with you, that don't mean I'm gonna stop fucking with them because they fuck with you. You understand what I'm trying to say? So I don't get it. I don't get the whole idea of you being in your bag over this. I really don't, because he was not throwing you under the bus. He wasn't.
Really cares about you. He said you and his son were friends. And you're gonna throw all of that away to fight someone else's battle. I don't like that, Shakim.
I don't like
I
that
don't
shit
like
either. That's
that.
just crazy.
Well, let me
As
stop
much
That
as
you
I
man
don't,
because
as much
really
as
I
me
need
and
cares
you
what I
don't
what
get
about
I
you.
need
along,
y'all to
Chantel.
do. What I need all of y'all to do is to stop speaking for me because I have my own reasons to do everything that I wake up and do every day. I
I'm
don't
You
have
don't
to
have to
wake
be
up and
upset
fight
and be in your
nobody's
bag when we're
battles,
talking to
and
you.
that's not what it's about. And it's also not about whether or not he wants to be cool with Nikki or not. If you're gonna come up here and tell a story, make sure you tell the whole story, not just the story that gets the heat off of you, right? So you can make Kip look bad because that's the ongoing narrative. Go ahead and tell the people the whole story. And if you're not gonna
What
do
is the
that,
whole
then
story,
yeah, I'm
though?
gonna say fuck you.
she just
I'm gonna
told
say
you
fuck you
about
until further notice. Go ahead.
But
hold
but
up,
you're saying fuck
Shakim.
you on behalf of Kip because he wasn't talking about
No,
you.
He
I'm
was talking
I'm
good about
I'm saying
you.
fuck
He didn't
that
say
story
anything
that
bad
he
about
He
you
told.
at
didn't
all.
say
Fuck
nothing bad
that
about
story
you.
that he just told about, oh, Shaquem is reading all like and
Wait a minute, you're Borgin.
reason
Say that again.
Hold on, Shakim.
You're
You're
Borgin, Shaquem.
that was the thing. He be cool with Nikki if
Is
he
he
wants
Borgin,
to, but
Brown Sugar
tell the
Baby?
sector how you was putting
yeah, he's
pressure on
going in
niggas
and out.
to speak on Nikki when Kip never wanted to speak on Nikki in the first motherfucking place. And then you
How do
turn
you know
around
what Kip
and
wanted
make
to
him out
do?
to be the
Are
bad
you
guy
always
after you
there?
begged
Are
this
you
nigga to come online and
Shaquem?
defend me because you claim.
Shaquem. Oh, he
He's
must have fell
fading
off.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
his thing.
My only
Listen, I
thing
think
with him,
Shaquem is completely mistaken.
yeah,
This is the problem with Shaquem. And this is what we've been telling Shaquem for years. This is why me and Shaquem don't get along now. Okay? Because he just doesn't want to listen. Listen, bro. Nobody was talking bad about you.
at
You are not
all.
always there with Kip to know what
Okay,
Kip.
all right.
Hold
I'll
on,
just
let me
talk about it on
finish.
my show. I'm gonna just talk
That's
about it on my
fine.
show. Y'all
That's
have a
fine.
good one.
But
Bye.
you too. But listen, he's not always there with Kip to know what Kip is thinking, to know what Kip is feeling. That is the problem with Shakim. He jumps out the window for people, not realizing that those same people are not going to jump out the fucking window for him. And
Mm-mm.
that's it. And that's what I always have had a problem with. This is always going to be a nigga that I'll go back and forth. He's my little brother, right? Y'all
Right.
know that shit. I don't give a fuck how much we argue, how much
And
shit we
that's
talk
how
to each
I
other.
look at him as well. But you and him have a more stronger rapport there.
Relationship, yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
it's like, I care about Shakim. I hate to see this type of shit for him. I really do. Why are you jumping out the window for this man? For what?
that man
Make
didn't
it make
have,
sense
he
to
was
us.
hurt. He was hurt. He was like, his son gets along with him. He helped him. Pete said all great things, but because he brought up Kip name, you take everything that man said and threw the shit out the door. You
For
threw
Kip,
it out for Kip.